Is it fair to say that all three causes for impeachment explicitly contemplated by the founders, abuse of power, betrayal of our national security, and corruption of our elections, are present in this president's conduct? Yes or no, Professor Feldman?
Yes.
And Professor Gerhardt?
Yes, sir.
And Professor Carlin?
Yes.
You all agree. Okay. And are any of you aware of any other president who has essentially triggered all three concerns that animated the founders?
No.
No.
And no as well.
Joining our discussion now, Congressman Jamie Raskin, Democrat from Maryland. He's a former constitutional law professor. He's now a member of the Judiciary Committee. Also with us, former chief counsel to the Senate Judiciary Committee, Ron Klain. Ron is an advisor to Joe Biden's 2020 presidential campaign. And Congressman Raskin, I just want to show one more sentence of something you said today in the hearing. Let's listen to that.
If we let the president get away with this conduct, every president can get away with it.
Congressman, I have to say, from where I'm sitting, I disagree with that. I think if you let this president get away with this conduct, every Republican president can get away with it. You know that those Republicans in that room with you would immediately vote to impeach any Democratic president who did any of this.
Well, I suppose that's right. That is a scary topsy-turvy world we're contemplating if we really let President Trump get away with it. At that point, I think the Democrats would be forced to stick to our constitutional principles and say this is a sellout of our Constitution and let's get back to basics. But you're right. I mean, what we've seen from our colleagues is an incredible inconsistency. I mean, they're willing to impeach Bill Clinton over telling one lie about sex, but they're not willing to even conduct an inquiry into whether Trump should be impeached for selling out the national security and the election in 2020 and our democratic sovereignty by allowing the president to shake down a foreign government. So, we keep wanting to ask them, hey, if Barack Obama had done this, would you feel any differently about it? And they just won't answer. They just kind of roll their eyes.
Ron Klain, I think we know the answer to exactly what they would do. And Jonathan Turley, in his way, represents it. Jonathan Turley testified to that very same committee that President Bill Clinton should be impeached. And here he was back today testifying that President Trump should not be impeached.
Yeah, and even more crazy, Lawrence, even as this president is being impeached, Rudy Giuliani, to mock an internet meme, is like, here, hold my beer. I mean, he is over in Europe still trying to find people to come interfere in our election. So even the act of the House taking up the impeachment is not enough to stop Trump. This is why he is going to have to be removed if this conduct's going to end.
Yeah, Congressman Raskin, your Republican colleagues, I think, learned today that Rudy Giuliani is in Ukraine this week again. What can you tell us about what happens next in your committee?
Well, the House resolution we're operating under will have the lawyer for the Intelligence Committee, Mr. Goldman, come and present the findings formally. The Republicans will get to have their say on their dissenting report. We will analyze it. We will thoroughly ventilate the whole set of factual findings, and then we're going to begin to decide how to move forward.
Congressman Jamie Raskin, Ron Klain, thank you both for joining our discussion tonight. Really appreciate it.